It's been over a year and a half since the AirPods were released, and to me, they're still the best wireless earphones ever made. So let's take a moment to review them and talk about what the future holds for the next gen set of AirPods, including some pretty big rumors. Now, they're not the best sounding earphones or the best deal out there, but overall, they're the best earphones I've ever listened to. They cost $160, which is a pretty big investment for earphones, but there's a key factor that a lot of people miss, and I'll get to that in just a moment. To me, after over a year and a half, the value of AirPods comes in three main things. First, and my personal favorite, the case. I absolutely love this case because it automatically recharges your AirPods every time you put them back in the case. And it honestly seems like the battery lasts forever. In fact, I haven't had my case die once since owning them. When the battery is low, the LED indicator glows orange, and the exact battery life will show up on your iPhone when you flip the case open. I love the case's magnetic hinge system. It's very easy to open, but it won't open accidentally. Unless maybe you drop it, but the AirPods themselves are also held in magnetically, so they should stay put either way. When I'm bored, I find myself constantly opening and closing the charging case just because of that satisfying magnetic click. I initially thought I'd wear out the hinge, but it's just as functional as before. The case also helps so you don't lose your AirPods, and if you do, simply ask Siri to find your AirPods, and each pod will emit a high-pitched sound. That is, if the batteries aren't already dead. Now let's move on to the second thing that makes the AirPods valuable, the W1 chip and proximity sensors. When you unbox and open up your new AirPods, your iPhone will instantly recognize them. Tap connect, and that's it. They'll also instantly get added to all the Apple devices that are associated with your Apple ID. So the next time you're on your Mac, they'll be ready to go. Just click connect. My only gripe is that sometimes it takes a bit longer to connect than I'd like it to, but it works fairly well overall. Each AirPod has two infrared proximity sensors that can detect when you take an AirPod out of your ear. And when you do, your music instantly pauses. And then when you put it back in your ear, the music starts playing again. My favorite part is that you can put one AirPod back in the case and the other AirPod will resume. When you grab the first one again and place it in your ear, it'll start playing as well. And this all works seamlessly without any pauses or sync issues. The W1 chip also helps manage battery life, which is why they last as long as they do. Apple says that each AirPod lasts 5 hours when listening to music, and I can vouch for that. I mostly use my AirPods when editing videos on my iMac so I don't bug the other guys at the office, and I've yet to have my AirPods die on me. And if for some reason one of them dies on you, simply swap it out for the other one. My favorite part is that you can double tap the AirPods to skip tracks and bring up Siri, and you can even customize the double tap commands for each AirPod in the Bluetooth settings. Siri is useful for adjusting the volume, since there's unfortunately no volume controls on the AirPods themselves. Now on to the third thing that adds value to the AirPods, design and comfort. The AirPods are honestly the most comfortable earphones I've ever used. They're so lightweight and comfortable that you can even forget that they're in your ears. I used to use Apple's earbuds, and they were extremely annoying to use because they didn't conform to your ears and they would eventually start falling out thanks to the hanging wires. With the AirPods, they perfectly conform to each ear. They honestly stay in place all day no matter if you're jogging, working out, or doing a handstand like DED did in our initial review. Now I know you're gonna say that all wireless headphones are like this, but a lot of them wrap around your ear, which I personally don't like. And each AirPod has a built-in microphone, which by the way, do a great job at capturing your voice and blocking out background noise. So here's the key factor that a lot of people miss when they decide not to buy AirPods. When you do buy AirPods, they're for the long run. A lot of people choose cheaper ones instead, and they end up replacing them over and over again due to random issues or just wanting better earphones. Over the years, they could end up spending more than $160 anyways. And with all the extra features for users in the Apple ecosystem, you can never buy another set of earphones again, unless it's AirPods 2.0 of course. And if you're a Samsung user, they still work as regular Bluetooth earphones. Based on the AirPods' incredible reviews, people who actually buy them are extremely satisfied. In my personal experience, the AirPods sound amazing and have great bass. The Bluetooth connection and range is better than any wireless earphones I've ever used, and overall, I've gotta admit that this is one of the best made Apple products in years. Before I end this video, let's quickly talk about what's next for the AirPods. First of all, we already know Apple is working on a new wireless charging case for the AirPods. We also know that Apple is working on their AirPower charging mat, which can wirelessly charge up to 3 Apple devices at the same time. We're hoping that Apple is planning to release the new AirPods case and mat at their iPhone event this September, but there's really no way of knowing for sure. Apple is also rumored to be working on adding a few features to the AirPods themselves. The most common rumor is the addition of active noise cancellation. This tech shuts out ambient noise, like a busy gym or a crying baby. Just kidding, you probably shouldn't ignore that. They're also rumored to be adding water resistance to the new AirPods. Now they won't be waterproof, but they'll resist sweat and rain. Perhaps the most interesting rumor is the addition of a heart rate monitor inside the AirPods themselves. Now I'm not sure if that's worth the investment, but I guess it's pretty cool anyways. I personally have one request for Apple's next-gen AirPods: volume controls. Now I know that the AirPods lack buttons, and the next-gen AirPods probably will as well, but I wish they would add some kind of sensor or touchpad that'll allow users to swipe up and down to adjust the volume. Got any requests yourself? Let us know in the comment section below, and if you like this review, go ahead and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
If you enjoyed this video, like it and hit that subscribe button. Also, check out our price guide, which makes it extremely easy to find the best deals on Apple products, updated daily. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you in the next video.